So Jonathan Hill asked, the combined water sewer rate has increased 10% every year for the last 3 years. That's 30% increase over the last 3 years. Do you expect that trend to continue?
Yeah, I mean, the reason for that, it's a great question. The rate has gone up. The water board put that rate increase in a couple of years ago, again, to rebuild infrastructure. So, water and sewer capacity and services are things that people don't see. I mean, you see when you turn the sink on and turn it off, just watch the water go down, and that's it. But the reality is there is an enormously extensive system that supports that service. And so that money in the rate increases has gone into upgrading, among other things, all the control panels at the water treatment plant, which is out in Lakeville. It's out of people's sight, but that hasn't been touched since the 70s. There's a big reservoir in North Dartmouth on High Hill Road where water is stored before it comes directly into the city. It gets pumped from the water treatment plant at Lakeville, goes to North Dartmouth and comes into the city. And that needed a whole new cover. There is a huge many-acre cover over the top of that needed to be replaced. That was millions of dollars. And then there's millions of dollars in lead service line replacements. We don't want to be in a situation like Flint, Michigan a few years ago, where there were thousands of people, including thousands of children, that were succumbed to lead poisoning. And as an older city like Flint, we have some of the same risks. So we have one of the most aggressive lead service replacements going on anywhere. So you see that digging going on the roadways. Those are just 3 examples of the kinds of investments that people where that money's going. So the money's being very well spent, and it's needed for, again, repairs that should have been done a long time ago. And the reality is that we. Those are improvements that people don't see, but they're very real. So, maybe Mike, it's worth just, you're doing a little bit of a show on that stuff sometime. We can bring you to the treatment plan and show people what their money's going to.
Okay.